What is going on, my bomb squad? This is Donna Bomb, your host, back for another awesome action figure review just for you. So, what I have today is another Super 7 Ultimates, and it is from the G.I. Joe series, and it is Snake Eyes. Now, when I was younger, I did watch G.I. Joe, the cartoon, here and there, not too much, and I did have a lot of the original figures from the 80s, maybe like 10 of them. I believe most of them were probably villains, because the villains are always the coolest looking guys. I know I had Snake Eyes. He was my favorite. Destro, Cobra Commander, was Zoltan? Is that his name? Zartan. I had Zartan. And I know I had a couple G.I. Joes, but it was mostly the Cobra guys I had because they looked the coolest. But my favorite was Snake Eyes. So around the Cyber Monday, Black Friday sales, I can't remember if this was Entertainment Earth or Big Bad Toy Store. I think it was Entertainment Earth, but they had a few of the Super 7 Ultimates were priced down to like $10.99. So this was like a $55 figure normally, but I got this for $10.99. Man, talk about you gotta get a deal. I got a deal. I was thinking about getting this one anyway because, you know, it just brought me back to my childhood, and Snake Eyes was my favorite character, the favorite figure I had back in the, you know, the olden days when I had the original G.I. Joe figures. So couldn't pass it up for $10.99, man. That is definitely a deal and a half right there for a figure that's usually $55. All right, and then the back, you know, this box is all that like green camouflage, kind of like with a little metallic look to it. Underneath here you have the barcode and all the other jibber jabber going on, but it is Ultimates with the exclamation point at the end to make sure it's emphasizing that it's Ultimates. G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe. All right, so let's take the slip off of here. And, you know, once again, I have to say this every time I do a Super 7 Ultimate, which I've done, like, this is, I think, my 4th or 5th review of a Super 7 Ultimate figure, and that's probably the majority of the figure reviews I've done have been Super 7 Ultimates. So I have been buying quite a few the last month or so, last month or month and a half or so. But they're pretty cool, I have to say. And for $10.99, oh my goodness, that is a deal. So let's slip off the cover. And like I was about to say, they make these boxes look so cool that you just don't want to throw them away. And now I have boxes sitting everywhere because they look so cool, I don't want to throw them away. And the reflection off the blinds with the sun coming through. Sun hasn't been very visible since it's the winter months. I don't even know if I ever see the sun, but now of course the sun is out when I'm trying to do a review. So it's hard to tell, but you can see Snake Eyes and his trusty dog Timber. I believe the name of the dog is Timber. I don't remember having Timber as a child though. Whatever. And then, you know, you have the same stuff on the back here. You got cool little, you know, computer effects. And a little bio on Snake Eyes back here. I do not have my glasses with me, so I'm not even going to attempt to read what that says. I may have if I would have brought my glasses, but I wasn't ready for that, so I'm not going to. All right, so let's take him out of his box. Take them out of the box since there's a dog as well. All right, see, there he is. You have that explosion in the background. Pretty cool effect. Take him out of that. Oh. We have 2 layers of plastic here. We'll quickly go through the accessories. We have this backpack right here, which can just shoot him off in the air. I believe that's what that would be for. Unless it's some sort, oh, you know what, maybe it's a scuba pack as well. Well, you guys can let me know whatever it is. It's, regardless, he needs it when he needs to go wherever it is that he's going. So, it's good to have it. All right. And then we have this nice gun here. I believe that's for Snake Eyes and not Timber. We have what appears to be a Cobra thermos. Well, you know, when you're out in the wilderness or anywhere, you got to make sure you have your water with you. Otherwise, it's going to be a long, long day full of much hunger and thirst. So, it's a good thing they have that. Okay. All right, we have a little walkie-talkie for him to keep in contact with the other members of Cobra. Very nice, very nice. We have another gun. Kind of looks like it almost kind of looks like a Star Trek phaser or whatever those were called. It's kind of cool looking. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All right. He comes with sets of hands as well that are taped in the box. Let me be very careful with Snake Eyes here. Okay, we got him out. Instead of removing the tape, I'm just going to show you the hands. He's a very pale guy. Very pale. Very pale. So, as you can see in the plastic prison here, we have some gripping hands, some fists that he needs to, you know, if he gets in mixed up with members of G.I. Joe, he's got to mix it up. If the gun runs out of bullets, he needs something to protect himself and the dog with. And then these are other, looks like gripping hands right here. So 2 sets of gripping hands to hold the 2 guns that were given. So there's the hands. It's always good to have the different sets of hands. That way you can choose whatever hand adventure you would like. And then here is Timber. I don't know if he's a good dog or a mean dog. He looks like a good dog, but if you're part of Cobra, you have to have a little bit of a mean streak. And he's got some articulation. You can turn his head around. His neck also will go around. His front paws have some articulation to them. Very nice. You know, sometimes they'll just give you one solid piece with no articulation for the animals that they throw in there, but can't go wrong. They give you the legs, the arms, the paws. The tail can kind of move. Oh, yeah, the tail can move. So, oh, look at that. If he smells G.I. Joe, the tail can go up in the air. He can be ready to attack or whatever it is he does. So Timber, looking good, looking good. Here's the main event of the show. Our boy Snake Eyes. Here he is in all of his splendor. Has that cool bluish purple outfit with the purple effects. I believe this is the cartoon version or the comic book. I believe this is a cartoon version. Be it as it may. Okay, so it's one or the other. But he's cool looking. He's not like the movie versions where he's in all black. Even though I do kind of look like that outfit too, but I'm definitely here for Snake Eyes. He was my favorite. This looks a lot like the one that I had, just a smaller version. So you have his single jointed arms. You know, he can kind of go like that with articulation, go up. Nice joints, not too stiff or too loose, just right. They're single jointed, so you're not going to get too much range of motion if you would if they were double jointed, but I think they look better aesthetically because double jointed just looks so goofy, but you can definitely have a larger range of motion with double jointed. It's pinless though, which is good. You don't see those awful pins, but he is so pale. I guess when you wear this costume all the time, you can't really get any sun. Let's see. He can do the splits like that. He has the, you can get his torso crunch. The straps on him kind of hinder his ability to do the ab crunch. Yeah, it can go kind of down like that, but these straps kind of hinder it a little bit. These are actually a separate piece that I don't really want to take off. So, let's see, his head goes around, all the way around. He doesn't go up too good. he can put his chin down a little bit. His legs, single jointed, pinless. You know, he can kind of kick like that and then kind of go back that far. It's not that far. Snake Eyes definitely should be more flexible than that. He gets in a lot of combat, but this is definitely better than what I can kick and do, so that's a step in the right direction. So you don't have any thigh cut, though. You don't really have any ankle cut. You do have these feet you can kind of maneuver around. Might be on a ratchet or a ball joint or something like that, but he's looking good. And at $10.99, that looks great, especially for my wallet. So I will be giving this G.I. Joe Super 7 Ultimates Snake Eyes, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. And he's definitely cool, and I'm happy to have him in my collection. I'm definitely, I know he's not going to be $10.99 again probably anytime soon, but you might be able to find him in other, third market places or whatever for cheaper than $55. So, all right, so another review down the books. And for Snake Eyes, Timber, this is Don the Bomb telling you guys, all that glitter isn't gold. And remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share so we can all bring the world to Don the Bomb and his high quality stuff he provides. Hopefully high quality. Well, you guys are watching for some reason. All right. Have a good night, everybody.